You in old Hawaiian shirts, barefoot, and me beside you, scribbling in moleskin notebooks, practicing becoming me. We had a list of words collected, chosen, that described southeastern Ohio in August, the cruelest month. Like Eskimos, but the snow was sweat-bead rivers that ran down your nose and between my breasts. We wrote them in poems and short stories and included them in drunkish gibberish late at night. The words all meant more than heat, more than the hot, thick, humid Ohio summer. The words all meant the sad brutishness of fate, and how years later, I cannot for the life of me understand what happened to us. This next one is about my granny. And I wrote this before, I did not plan this, but I guess it is kind of called My Granny as a Time Traveler. Because she's 92, you know, she's been around. My granny is a time traveler. She can close her eyes and tell me stories of bread that was basically free, food that was all organic, wars and wars and wars, pinafores, bobs, depression, prohibition, how she boarded the trolley coach near her old apartment when she was Rosie during the war, and watched the world go by on her way to the Curtiss Wright airplane factory, on her way to We Can Do It. She always whispers that Vanna White dresses like a prostitute as she stares at the Wheel of Fortune on her massive wooden box television. She turns the volume up louder and the sound of the spinning wheel drowns out her talks. How can things be so different for her now? How can she make sense of so much change right before her eyes? I try and imagine how I grew up in the age of Atari Pong, and how I grew up with a little ball bouncing back and forth, and it was magical. And now we can strap electrodes on our bodies and feel the world rock, go inside the machine, eat the matrix, make love to each other with machines. She refuses to pay the $8 for the strawberries at the farmer's market. They are warm from the sun. They would supply her body with energy, pesticide-free life, but she waves it all away, clutches her coin purse, turns to me and tells me stories about her own strawberry vines. Stops us right in the midway of the market. Everyone walks around us. They smile like they will never be old like her. She makes me stop and listen to the place, she says. She is bent over like a broken doll as she whispers, nearly whispers, where her secret free strawberries used to live, like it was a dare, a verbal map, like she knew she couldn't climb there anymore. Walk the hilly ridge, past the creek, past the church, past the coal slack pile, but I could. This one I think I just wrote on the bus the other day, and I was thinking about how sad I am that I'm getting old and me and my husband are getting old. So I think that's what it was about. Someday we are dead bones, broken myths, all gone. Will there be anything left to prove that we used to meet after work and read the paper aloud to each other, drinking ales in black leather booths, kissing, studying each other, walking rainy streets home like children with sweets, face wet, slick, smiling, our strong legs walking the path towards the squeaky staircase to the home where we lived, where we practiced breathing, heart beating, love diving, where we whispered our stories across our bodies, across the universe, across the fast-moving sky. This one is, I don't know, something I wrote in just a moment about, I like Dolly Parton, and I just kind of think about Dolly Parton. After the gold rush on the record player, our bare feet touching on the long, warm sofa, spent from love, we turn over to sleep, to dream. When Dolly Parton covered Neil Young back in the 90s, she flat out asked the man, what the hell the song was saying. And I'm sure she said it with a please. I'm sure her voice was clear and sweet. Rumor is he told her, hell, I don't know, I just wrote it. We curled into balls, tender eyelids, the room is dark, one candle in the corner, and it is so clear and smooth, the music that runs off the record, that it could be 1970 and we might not even know it. It could be a long time ago for all we know. And the next one is about, I have 3 kids and I work a lot, and so once a month I get really drunk with my girlfriends. And this is what it's about. Tonight we will reenact scenes from the movie Dead Poets Society, the cave scene, the desk scene, perhaps even the soliloquy. Only we will crowd in an Irish pub, stand on chairs, tiny 4-top tables, big, thick wooden booths. We are like those boys, full of awe and wonder and fear and words. Only we are drunk moms who talk about the same sex, the same problems, the same things that make us cry, and rage against normalcy, and minivans, and mortgages, and dirty diapers. We are free when the ale runs through our blood like captains, oh captains, like all over the place. And people stare. Let them. Later outside, I will pull some leaves off the parking lot trees, stick them on my head, and become Puck. I am all naughty and mischievous, and I will tell you good night with words that make you come back, words that wrap you in a stud community. Yeah, we are just like those boys. We have years and years in us to find forgiveness. Still, we close each society meeting with the same laugh, hiccup, thought. Everything is going to be fine, just fine. We have each other. We have this time. When my husband shoots videos of the family, I always try and look very happy. I try and smile and appear lovely and put together because ever since I have had children, I imagine the videos being shown after my death. What if it's an early death? What if it happens too soon? Car crash, terminal bullshit, ladder fall, heart explosion, and the videos of my hair still blonde and shiny, my mouth full and red, are projected onto a brick wall at a church or a pub, at some wake, some ceremony, and I am not smiling enough. I am not giving good face. Everyone will cry, the video will be set to sad, good music, made to make our shoulders shake. It's what we do. We keep looking back, and it's so, so pretty. This is a real problem. I'm afraid to die. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to go until I do all the good things I'm supposed to do. When you pose the video camera out, I am like an Amish person, distracted by the idea of my face, like a romantic death-graven image. I want to scream out and shake my fist. I want to yell like a drama queen into the tiny screen, ugly and true. I love you. I'm sorry. Run to love. Do bad things. Eat the world. Kiss all the people. Find hope wherever you can. Like messages to the future. But I don't.